What is going on, brothers and sisters? Eric Rosen here, your internal strength coach, here to show you how to overcome your greatest challenges so you can shine your brightest light. Coming at you this evening for a topic that I wanted to discuss that actually has to do with supplementation. So I need to preface by saying this is not medical advice. This is solely for entertainment purposes only. I'm not giving you guys, recommendations or even advice. I'm just going to share with you kind of my take on supplementation, specifically like vitamin, nutrient supplementation, and what I actually do for myself. So, the supplement industry, it's a very booming thing. It has been for a lot of years now. Good and bad. The FDA does not regulate supplements, so the good news is that you don't have to jump through any hoops to get the products that you want. The bad news is that anybody can put whatever they want out on the market and sell it to you, and a lot of times it's not very good quality that they put out, and sometimes you're not even really getting what you think that you're paying for, because maybe they're only putting a little bit of an ingredient that they say that you're getting, and the rest is just like filler material. So, with the industry booming, there's tons of marketing. So not only do you not know exactly what you're getting in terms of your product, but there's so much marketing in your face that it's really difficult to know what to choose, just because there are so many options out there, and it's right there, it's in your face. It's like, try this, try this, try this. So the big question is, what is actually good for you? So really, on the surface, you have two choices. You can spend a ton of money trying supplements out to supplement a healthy lifestyle and diet and see what works and see what doesn't. A lot of times you end up with a bunch of extra products, a bunch of extra supplements that you're never even going to use, because you tried them out and either they didn't work for you, or maybe if it's like a powder mix or something, you didn't like the way that it tasted. And the other thing is, you could spend a lot of time researching, like I used to do. You could go in and do your research and vet out who's good and who's not, and this isn't a bad strategy, but it is very time consuming. So how about we talk about the new way, the spiritual way, that's been around for a while, on how to choose your supplements. And really, it can even go beyond supplementation, but I think this is really great for supplements. It's called muscle testing. Okay, the idea is that your body has this energetic field in itself, and then around itself, slightly outside the actual physical body. And you have this energetic frequency, and as I discussed, things like food and all things have a frequency. Supplements have a frequency too. So what you're basically doing is you're taking this supplement and you're bringing it into your body, preferably like down near your abdomen, if you have it in front of you, and bring it into your energetic field. If it agrees with you, you'll actually fall forward. If it disagrees with you, you'll fall backwards. Now, there's a couple important things for this to work. Number one, you need to clear out your bias for what you think is good for you and not good for you. Okay, you really have to get into a state of surrender and be open-minded about whether something is good for you or not. It's a way of just trusting your body, just trusting that your body knows what's good for you, and not trying to process up here what's good for you. So, if you don't have it in front of you, you're thinking about getting something, you could just picture it in your head, or you can even say the name of the product, and you can still do the same thing. You don't necessarily need to have it in front of you, okay? But I think maybe it could be slightly more advanced. If you have it in front of you, go ahead, grab it, pick it up, and try this out. So, just relax too when you're doing it. Relax your body, and just let your body, it's a trust fall. That's basically what it is. It's a trust fall when it comes to your supplements. So you can do this to see what supplements agree with you. You can do it with the dosage. You can do it with what time of the day to take it. You can even do it with pulsating. Pulsating meaning like taking it every day. Maybe some stuff you take every other day. I mean, I've had stuff that I've muscle tested that, you know, is indicated taking something every 3 days or every week. And the great thing about this is too, is that every time that I've muscle tested my supplements, which I suggest redoing, you know, monthly, is that whether by hook or by crook, whether it's placebo effect or what, or whether it's, I believe it's actually working, is it works. It gives my body exactly whatever missing pieces that it needed in addition to my healthy diet and lifestyle, and it fills in those gaps perfectly. So another thing, you can retest it if you run out of something. If you used up something, you're like, do I need to keep taking this? You can muscle test that. A lot of times you can save money doing that. So the benefits are, it's tailored. It's tailored to exactly what your body needs, not, you know, what your friend is taking or, you know, a personal trainer or someone is taking, you know. The Advocare stuff, I mean, Advocare has done a lot of great things for people, but it's also pretty uniform across the board from what I know about it. This is a way of selecting your products tailored to exactly what your biology needs, what your, you know, mind, body, and spirit needs. So, and then also, I think another tangible benefit is that it can actually break the dependency that you might have on a supplement. Like if you're like, oh no, I have to have this. I have to have my whey supplement that has dairy in it. I have to have whey protein after my workout, otherwise my muscles won't recover. So this can actually potentially challenge that. You know, you might pick it up and test and be like, oh crap, I fell backwards. Well, maybe whey protein's not agreeing with you. It does have dairy in it. You know, there's a lot of supplements out there that have dairy hidden in them, have things like natural flavors hidden in them. And natural flavors, if it was natural, wouldn't it just say what it was? You know, natural flavors is kind of like a trick that manufacturers use on the labels, unfortunately. So, important thing, again, to reiterate, supplements, supplementing a healthy diet, healthy lifestyle. It's not meant to just fill in everything. So, you know, I used to be a guy that would see something or read about something and be like, wow, this supplement says that it can do this, and then I would buy it, and then I would take it, and I would just keep adding more and more, and before you know it, I'm taking like, I don't even know, maybe like 30 pills a day with some powders or something like that, thinking like, oh, this is, more is better, I'm going to keep supplementing, and even though I did my research and I vetted everything out and I knew that the products that I was taking were all very good for me, it was still like I didn't need all of it. And then it becomes hard to know what's helping or what's not helping because you're just taking so much shit. Now you just have basically expensive piss because you don't know which one of these was good for you and which wasn't. So I was looking for an analogy earlier on what I wanted to think, and this is what came to me. So I want you to guys think in terms of, you know, okay, this is a construction reference, but concrete. When wet concrete is poured in wooden formwork, the concrete sets up and then the forms get pulled the next day. The wood gets pulled like off the sides of the concrete. And then you have, you know, this like concrete wall. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, but what you'll find is that a lot of times there's these air pockets that form between the side of the form and the concrete, and you'll have like these little like pockets, these little voids in the concrete surface. And so what construction workers will actually do to dress it up is they'll go around with a grout, which is just like a dry paste of concrete, or even like a slurry, which is more like a wet paste, and they'll go and they'll fill in these voids and they'll dress it up. That is how I want you guys to think of supplements, is that you've already got the foundation, the structure there, the healthy diet, the healthy lifestyle, okay, you know, you're working with your mind, body, spirit. It's these little pockets that sometimes you just need to, like, you're just missing just a little bit of something, you know, that can help you out. And that's why muscle testing is important, is because That is going to be, to me, the most effective thing in determining exactly what your body needs, as opposed to relying on what someone else is taking or what marketing is saying. So that's my take on supplementation. So it's getting super dark even just as I'm filming this video. I was glad to get out here and film it before it got too freaking dark, but it's a Saturday. I was running around doing stuff today. Yeah, I'm working on, just thinking out loud, I'm working on other ways to film videos. Hopefully I can't promise this, but there's an aspiration to have access to a green screen at some point. That would be fucking awesome, but we'll see what happens. So that's what I got for you guys today. So personal training, coaching, it's available. If you guys are interested in knowing more about that, or even just signing up, you can send me an email, ericrosencoaches@gmail.com. All right, you guys have an awesome evening.